Have you ever wondered who makes the rules? Like, the really big rules. Not the clean your room rules, but the you have to pay taxes or this is the speed limit rules. That, my friends, is the work of government. It's the system a group of people, like a country, uses to organize itself, make decisions, and manage its affairs. Thinking about government can feel like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions. Confusing, a little overwhelming, and you're pretty sure a few important pieces are missing. But understanding it is super important. It shapes everything from the price of your pizza to your right to say what you think. Governments are basically the operating systems for society. They create laws, provide services like roads and schools, and protect the country from outside threats. Imagine a massive multiplayer online game, but for real life. The government sets the rules of the game, acts as the moderator, and tries to make sure the server doesn't crash. First up, let's talk about democracy. Demos, meaning people. Kratos, meaning rule. So it literally means rule by the people. In a democracy, citizens have the power. They usually exercise it by voting for people to represent them. The government's authority comes from the consent of the governed. Key ingredients: free and fair elections, protection of human rights, and the rule of law. Next, monarchy. A single person rules, the monarch. King, queen, emperor. They get power by birth. Power is passed down through a family line, hereditary rule. Absolute monarchy. Ruler has total control. Constitutional monarchy. The monarch is symbolic. Parliament holds real power. Totalitarianism. The government has total control. Economy, media, education, even people's personal lives. The state is above the individual, with a dictator at the top. Fascism is a type of totalitarianism, extremely nationalistic, often racist, anti-democratic, and anti-communist, enforcing strict hierarchy and obedience. Communism, in theory, all property publicly owned. People contribute by ability and receive by need, aiming for a stateless, classless society. In practice, communist states became totalitarian under single-party control. Socialism, community or state ownership of the means of production to distribute wealth more equally. Many democracies use socialist policies like public health care and education without being fully socialist states. When we think of democracy, especially its modern form, figures like Abraham Lincoln of the United States come to mind. Abraham Lincoln, government of the people, by the people, for the people. He led his country through a civil war and ended slavery, reinforcing democratic principles. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, then became the first president of a fully democratic South Africa, symbolizing forgiveness and democratic triumph. Queen Elizabeth I ruled over an age of exploration and culture. Louis XIV declared, "L'État, c'est moi," building Versailles and centralizing absolute power. Adolf Hitler dismantled democracy, embraced rabid nationalism and racism, and led the world into its deadliest conflict, World War II. Benito Mussolini coined fascism, using propaganda, secret police, and suppression to promise restored glory. Vladimir Lenin led the Bolshevik Revolution, founding the first communist state. After his death, Joseph Stalin turned it into a brutal totalitarian regime. Purges, forced labor camps, and man-made famines revealed a vast gap between communist theory and its real-world application. Democracy took shape in ancient Athens, though limited, and blossomed as representative democracy during the Enlightenment. The 20th century saw an explosion of democracies, especially after the Cold War. In our world today, the most widespread form of government is democracy. But democracy varies. Liberal democracies protect freedoms strongly. Others are flawed or hybrid, mixing democratic and authoritarian traits. Many countries remain democracies on paper, yet the quality has declined in a democratic recession. Leaders concentrate power, undermine courts, and crack down on dissent. Absolute monarchies are rare. Most remaining monarchies are constitutional and symbolic, though a few still wield real political power. Constitutional monarchies include the United Kingdom, Spain, Sweden, the Netherlands, and Japan. Absolute or near-absolute ones include Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Oman, and Brunei. Only a handful of single-party communist states remain: China, Vietnam, Laos, Cuba, and North Korea. Some have adopted market capitalism elements while maintaining communist political control. North Korea is arguably the most total form of government on Earth, controlling nearly every aspect of life. No state calls itself fascist today, but scholars identify movements with neo-fascist traits: extreme nationalism, authoritarianism, hostility toward minorities. Democracies span the globe, from the United States and Canada to the UK, France, Germany, Japan, India, Australia, and South Africa, with India the largest by population. Governments are not set in stone, changing slowly through reform or suddenly through revolution. Revolutions toppled monarchies and birthed republics, and eventually democracies. In the UK, power shifted gradually to Parliament, turning absolute monarchy into a constitutional one. Change is reversible. Democracies can backslide or be overthrown by coups. Democracy is a continuous process requiring active participation and defense by citizens. A global tug-of-war reveals a tension between desire for freedom and need for order. Democracies prize individual freedom, free expression, and the power to choose leaders, embracing debate as a strength. Authoritarian systems promise efficiency and unity, but at the cost of liberty, dissent, and human rights. The decline of absolute monarchies and rise of democracies paralleled Enlightenment ideas of rights, reason, and science. Communism rose from industrial-era exploitation, offering a radical vision against it. A society's government mirrors its values, whether it elevates individuals or the collective, freedom or stability, diversity of opinion or conformity. The choices we make, by voting, protesting, and engaging in civil debate, drive this grand, messy, unending experiment in self-governance. So, what does the future hold for government? The triumphant mood of the 1990s has faded. We are in a more complex era. The rise of economically successful authoritarian states, like China, challenges the assumption that democracy and prosperity always go hand in hand. This presents a competing model for other nations. New technologies can empower citizens and enable surveillance, censorship, and disinformation. The digital frontier is the new battleground. Climate change, pandemics, and economic crises don't respect borders, demanding new forms of cooperation. Will democracies act quickly enough, or will authoritarian systems seem more effective by imposing top-down decisions? Understanding government isn't academic. It shapes your rights, your opportunities, and your future. These systems are not permanent. They are shaped by the choices and actions of people. The future of government is something we will all help create. And that, my friends, is why this stuff matters. It matters a whole lot. Before you go, please like and subscribe. Thank you.